Fetal alcohol syndrome is caused solely by the irresponsibility of the mother carrying a fetus. If a mother chooses to drink alcohol while she's pregnant, the baby consumes the alcohol too. There is no doctor in the world that can tell you if it would be safe to have one alcoholic drink a day during your pregnancy or only one alcoholic drink throughout the whole pregnancy. According to current estimates, nearly 12,000 children are born each year in the U.S. with fetal alcohol syndrome. Studies have shown that women who drink at any point in their pregnancy could have a baby with FAS, or fetal alcohol syndrome. It is not certain how many drinks affect an unborn fetus to this extent, but because the baby in utero lacks certain enzymes to break down alcohol that the mother drinks, any alcohol consumed stays with the fetus much longer than with the mother. Not only does it come through the umbilical cord to the baby, but it also stays in the placenta and the amniotic fluid. One study showed that of women aged 18 to 44 years, the estimated prevalence rates of FAS, or fetal alcohol syndrome, for the 3-year average were 1.9% for binge drinkers and 11% for any use among pregnant women. There are a lot of physical abnormalities evident in babies and children with FAS. Some of those are obvious just by looking into their faces. There are also many internal problems that are a result of FAS. Neuropsychological impairments in FASD, fetal alcohol syndrome disorder. Internal problems are a result of FAS, including lower IQ, achievement deficits, and learning problems, deficits in memory, attention, visual spatial abilities, declarative learning processing speed, as well as language and motor delays. Children with FAS are also more likely to have chronic eye disease problems. It has been shown that over 90% of children with FAS problems have eye problems such as corneal opacities, cataract, and glaucoma. Another medical problem associated with FAS is epileptic seizures. Children are diagnosed with FAS were studied for 8 years to find a pattern of epilepsy. Information on neonatal seizures, epilepsy, and febrile seizures were retrieved from the Danish National Hospital Registry. However, surprisingly enough, the results showed that exposure to binge drinking episodes during pregnancy was not associated with an increased risk of seizures disorders in children except for those exposed at 11 to 16 gestational weeks. As if it weren't enough that children with FAS looked different from other children, they also have many developmental issues. It is shown that children with FAS have problems retaining knowledge, show signs of ADD or ADHD, and lack the normal IQ of their age level. In addition, FAS is a leading cause of mental retardation. Although only 20% of individuals with FAS are classified as mentally retarded or having the IQ of less than 70, the average IQ scores for individuals with FAS or FAE are 70 and 90 respectively. Across students and sites, data indicated that teachers had perceived similar behaviors in their students with FAS, including wandering attention spans, propensity to be easily distracted, and avoidance of engagement with the assignment or content. Teachers across content areas, grades 7 through 12, noted manipulative behavior and unpredictable, volatile mood swings. Loftus and Block in 1996 reminded teachers that students may not attend to the critical aspects of the teacher's demonstration. Thus, teachers may need to direct attention through verbal instructions. Loftus and Block also stated that repetition is the key to learning, whether the concept is concrete or abstract. Teachers need to repeat information constantly to help ensure that some of it has been encoded. Some teachers have cultured different techniques to be able to teach these students with special needs and developed a plan to teach them not only academics, but also social skills and how to deal with their emotions. Teachers only have to manage these students while they are attending school. So how does the parent of a child with FAS cope with everyday tasks and stresses a child with FAS can bring? A lot of the parents that are dealing with this problem are adoptive parents because some biological parents have an issue raising a child with FAS. One reason might be that the mother's pregnancy was unplanned and she didn't care for the fetus to begin with. Another reason may be that once the mother found out the baby was diagnosed with FAS, she felt like she couldn't handle the stress or provide the child with the extra care and attention it deserved and needed. In these cases, the fetus would go into custody of an orphanage or become ward of the state until it was placed in a foster home or adopted. Some of these children wait years to be placed in a home, and unfortunately, some are never placed. The cost of treating one child with FAS is over $500,000. Abel and Sokol estimated in 1984 the cost of FAS in the United States was $321 million based on the average incidence of 1.9 FAS cases per 1,000 live births. Harwood estimated the lifetime cost to age 65 with a typical case of FAS born in 1980. The total undiscounted life cost was estimated at $596,000 for each case of FAS, of which 68% represents direct expenditures necessary for treatment and residential care necessitated by FAS. There are places the parents can turn for help and support when caring for a child with FAS. The Family Empowerment Network is a network dedicated to not only raise awareness, but provide support and also increase opportunities for diagnosis and intervention. Some mothers may not fully understand the effects of FAS, and this network shows all the effects that alcohol can have on a fetus. By doing this, they can raise awareness and also be there to support the family if the mother's choice to drink during the pregnancy affects the fetus. The Family Empowerment Network was founded in 1992 to address the concerns of families who were struggling to find services for their children with FAS and other related effects. It was designed as an intervention program to provide information, referral, and support to reduce stress and increase resilience in families coping with FASD, and increase the ability of family members and professionals to advocate for their children affected. In conclusion, the most important thing to remember about FAS is that no one, not even a medical doctor, can tell you how much one drink can affect the fetus. Some doctors will give you an opinion. For instance, when I was pregnant with my daughter, one doctor told me that it would be safe to have as much as one small glass of wine per day. However, even being told that by my doctor, I knew the facts and I wasn't comfortable with taking the risk. Because of my decision, I believe that I prevented my child from suffering from FAS by simply abstaining from alcohol during my pregnancy.